Hello, I'm Sandra. Still my night dress because I'm going to have this for breakfast. Right, I have lipedema and it's been recommended that I follow a keto diet. Now, I have done this on and off for decades. I got quite bored, so I decided that I would have a wee look between AI and YouTube, etc., and find some exciting recipes. So this morning, I'm going to have a sandwich, a no bread sandwich. So what I'm having is, what goes in it is an avocado, some cheese and some eggs. Okay, and I'm going to do them. The ones I've been recommended have been done in an oven, but I don't want to particularly use my oven. I'm going to try it in the air fryer because I've got these air fry baskets which are reusable. I'm just using parchment paper, and generally I do have parchment paper, but not today. So we will. The apples are quite soft, so what we'll do is take. Oh, I'm going to pussy cat. You don't like apple. You probably do because you're a weirdo. So what we'll do is get the flesh out of the apple. Quite fancy growing an apple seed. I know you never get apples in this country, but the plants are actually quite nice. So if we cut like that, and then just turn, where are we? Oh, here we are. Turn it outside in, and the flesh will fall into the bowl. Oh, go. You don't need that. Pussycat. Get the stone out. If I had to cut it completely in half, that would probably come out a lot easier, but I didn't, so. There we go. I'll turn this outside in. You are one peculiar cat. I'll leave you a bit. How's that? Right. And I know there's folk probably going to shout at me saying, "Don't have a cat on the counter." Well, it's me that's eating it, and it's my cat. And it's my counter. How's that? Try that. You do like it? Alright, okay. Right. Wipe the hands. This is the cat in question. And this is the avocado. Now, we shall. We need. It recommends to do it with a fork. So see how it goes. That's a nice soft one, so it shouldn't be too bad. Thank goodness I'm not rolling out pastry or anything. You monster. And if you tread on that one, you're going to fall in. There you go, so that's nice and squishy. And potentially it's an avocado sandwich. Excuse me. It's an avocado. Have you have an avocado? You don't need it. Okay, so that's 2 eggs went in the bowl. And we're now switching it. Right, you don't need that. Right, where is my grater? Because we need some. So, nice mature, extra mature cheddar. Hard cheese. But you're making it, so you do you, right? You do you, I'll do me. Okay, so that's. I haven't measured it out, and I do like cheese, so we'll put. Okay, no, come on, right. Let's bar you from the kitchen. This is Loki, and I'll wipe down the surface before I start. Right, so where are we? Wipe down the surface, added the cheese. Mix that into the batter. I'll add some black pepper because oops. Right, so I'll add some black pepper. And I like lots of pepper. So, that'll do. I won't add salt at this point because there's cheese in it, which will make it salty anyway. Which quite kind of, it'll be contradict. Because I don't really have a problem with salt because I don't take a great deal of it, but we'll leave it out anyway. I can also add it later. Right, so these go straight into the air fryer. So what we'll do is we'll get 2 on that to see. I think I'll do them individually. Get a dual air fryer. So we'll do that. Add some butter because lots of butter is recommended for keto. And it's also good for your brain and other things. But if you prefer oil, you don't actually need it because these are silicone. Anyway, so let's see. Wipe the hands off. And we will. Right, so that's 1. Whoop. Get the fingers in. Get the rest of the cheese out. Fingers were invented first. Yeah, hands are clean. Washed after picking up the cats. So we're a bit uneven sized. Oh, well, not really. Right, you can do that. So, there we are. Ooh, they're spread out on the. They're spread out. Right, so we've got these 2 air fryers. That one in the basket. Oh, there we go. It says 20 minutes, but I'll have a wee look at it and I can always put it back on for a wee bit longer. Let's see. There they're in the air fryer. And there we go. Right, so I've done 15 minutes. I think 15 minutes is actually enough. That's that one. And that one. Yeah. Yep, I'll do. Now, ones I've looked, I've put tuna and a salad and things like that. But I quite fancy some cottage cheese. So I'm going to have that. And I think I might, well, no, I'll just have cottage cheese. I was going to say I might grate some cheese on with the cottage cheese, but I actually like the taste of cottage cheese. I know it's not everybody's, but I'm not using all the cottage cheese because I came across a ice cream recipe with a keto friendly. So I'm going to try that. So what I've decided on is, what is it? It's traditional breakfast stuff. Right. Put some cottage cheese. Somebody's going to do, it's got to eat ice cream. Do you know what? I love cottage cheese. So a big dollop get on it. I'll just need to make less ice cream. And we chop smoked paprika, not too much, and I'm going to have these green chilies. Oh god, if I can get rid of. Get one, but we're not. We get somebody to open the chilies. Well, okay, we're not having chilies. In fact, well, where did my sharp knife go? Oh goodness. I'll probably destroy a knife in the process. Plenty of them. That should help. Puncture the top of the jig. Oh, there we go. I'll probably regret this at some point today, but I'm not going anywhere. It's a public holiday in Scotland. Well, the west of Scotland anyway. So that's breakfast. I'm going to have a nice cup of coffee and I'll tell you how it tastes. So, cheers. And we'll try that. I'm just going to fold it over. Should sandwich it. This is a sandwich, but here we go. That is nice. That is really nice. Enjoy yours.